Hi everyone, you alright? I'm not. I'm falling apart at the seams. For those of you who don't know me, I'm 25 years old. Yeah, I fucking know. So I must have had a pretty tough life growing up. But I'm living up to the age that I look because my first child's just turned 1. Just wait. My second child is due in a month. And another reason why I'm living up to the age that I look is guess who has 2 thumbs and had to get his prostate checked? This guy. Now, getting fingered isn't as good as it sounds. I go into my GP and I have the calmest doctor on the planet, so he's straight-faced the entire time. Now, when I've got anxiety, I start cracking jokes. So I'm there the whole time, laying it on thick, trying to be funny. This guy is giving me nothing, straight-faced, just like all of you right now. But I finally got him, and it was when I was at my most vulnerable. So I'm there, in my fetal position. He's got his glove on, and I just turned over my shoulder and I said, "Be gentle." And I got him. He gave me a little grin. And then proceeded to enter me at Mach 3. But that's not even the worst part. The entry wasn't the worst part. The worst part is that he left lube all over my bum. And when I tell you the speed I got, getting out of there, fast, so fast. It took 17 seconds off my walking mile. I'm taking a piss. I've never walked a mile in my life. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a fat bastard. And I always have been. And one of the traits that you pick up being a fat bastard, I'm sure some people will know, is that when anyone's got food, you're staring at it. If someone walks into the room, doesn't matter what food it is, I'm there, eyeing it up as it comes in. Now, as I mentioned, I'm now a dad. So that makes my life increasingly awkward being around a load of breastfeeding babies. The mum thinks I'm some sort of a pervert. I'm not. I'm just really hungry. So anyway, I finish up at the doctor's, and they tell me, right, it's inconclusive, so what you need to do is you need to take this pot, you need to go home, shit in the pot, bring it back, drop it in the receptacle, job's a good one. See, I didn't do that because my fear of shitting in a tub outweighed my fear of death. But it did give me a thought. When you go back, no one's watching you. You can put anything in the tub, put it in the receptacle, done. So I had this thought, go outside, and I should get some dog poo. Off the street, chuck it in my tub, drop it back in. Anonymous. Problem is, I get called back in 2 weeks later, and it's all serious. They got me sat across the table, and they're looking at me, and they go, "Connor, we've got some good news, and we've got some bad news. The good news is that you don't have prostate cancer. But the bad news is you've got a really serious case of kennel cough." Can I have a big cheer if you think the world's gone crazy? Yeah, don't we all know it? At a school near me, there is a girl who identifies as a cat. Now, when we were... Wait? You? Him? It might be. Anyway, so... when we were training for this event, we were told that we weren't allowed to say anything that would offend anyone. But they didn't say anything about animal cruelty. In a school where all the other girls are not allowed to wear skirts any more than 3 fingers above the knee, this girl comes in with cat ears, a collar, and a tail. It's ridiculous. Call me old-fashioned, but I think school should be for children, not for animals. Thank you. Next term, the staffing costs have gone through the roof because they've had to hire Caesar Milan, the dog trainer, to nip any bad behaviours in the bud. Like, stop climbing up those curtains. Stop pissing on the floor. I've thought about it, and I've thought about it a lot, and the only thing we can do is bring back child labour. Honestly, kids these days have way too much time on their paws. Let them use some of their 9 lives in the mines. Let them use some of that cat-like agility to clean me chimney. You wouldn't even have to pay him anything. All you have to do is shake a pack of Dreamies and straight through the wall, ready to work. It's not all bad, though, this whole identifying as an animal. If I ever get dementia, I'll just identify as an elephant. Problem solved. And if I had this girl's ability to shit in a litter tray, the doctors would know what was wrong with me. Thank you, everyone. I'm Conor Radcliffe. Good night.